What you think you're doing, eh? Okay, so it is Tuesday, May 30th. We've been looking up at the sky. There is a guy from head office, Joe, supposed to get here. His plane was pushed back an hour already because of rain. The ceiling looks pretty good, but I'm not up in the air, so I don't know. But, like, if I was to look up there, well, it's pretty clear to me. It was raining earlier, so I will have to go wipe down the side-by-side. Joe has had a few, weirdnesses. He's like, oh, thank you for the ticket to Deer Lake, but you didn't book me a hotel. Well, Joe, there ain't no hotels here. So we're like, well, your hotel is our place. That's where to stay. Oh, I don't know if I should stay at your house. That's weird, and I'm a pretty shy guy, and this and that. And, well, that's great, but if you're gonna come here, this is how you have to do it. Then I got well, what's your cell number so I can call you? I'm like, what cell phone do you think we have? There ain't no cell service here. He's like, oh, beautiful. And then we got we got some other things, like water and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, we're a boil water advisor. And so a whole bunch of stuff happened, and it ended up coming out that I was like, you know what, if you can't live the life that head office expects us to live, you really shouldn't have a position of power where you're telling people what they need to do, since you have no clue what the people here need to do to survive and to make their store work. And you're not willing to do it, so why would other people be willing to do it? But it is what it is, right? Yeah. All right, so we are at the airport waiting for Joe. Yeah, the only problem here is that we have a lot of small planes come, and the small planes don't have as much instruments. It's all about visual, right? You have to see where you're going. And where we come into a problem is when you have low, very thick clouds. So things like that can be a problem for these tiny little planes, these metro liners and stuff. But we're waiting. Maybe not. We'll see. Now the problem with no cell service is that you get to sit here and not know why you're still just sitting here. Not know if the plane is late. Not know if the plane's not coming. Not know if there's just an air delay. You don't know anything. And then because it's a 12-minute drive back to the store, you don't want to rush back, because then you have to rush back here if the plane is just delayed by a few minutes. I think it is the saddest part of the whole thing, is just trying to figure out what's going on, right? Oh well, the sky is not looking great, so I don't know. And other than going around that boulder, the trench is done.
Not bad.
So this is 400 pounds. It's got to get in there. I made a little ramp to push it up. Once we get to the top, we'll just push it in, push it back, put it on a skid. The one after that is the pump itself. The pump's about 600 pounds. It's got to go in the same truck. So let's get this done. So a lot of working up here is doing things very, very sketch. I was trying to bring it up on its end and then just push it up once it got up. But the angle was too steep, so I had to put it down and drag it up. Now I'm just hoping to find some more bodies so that we can have a guy push while 2 or 3 guys lift one end, get it up on this lip, and then everything's good to go. So the grass is green for the most part. It's growing rather immensely in some spots. So we got to see if I can get the weed eater going. It stopped working last year, right at the end of the year. This is pre-mixed Husqvarna fuel. Normally I wouldn't buy something like this. I'd just mix my own. But up here, where it costs so much money to get fuel and everything, this is actually arguably cheaper than mixing your own. So we have the weed eater in the closet. We'll pull it out. We'll try and get it going. I'm pretty sure somebody got no-go juice in it last year, which would be water. I did take it apart and dry it all out and all that, but let's see if we can get her going. Well, it took a few tries, but she's running now. She doesn't sound the healthiest. Go ahead. Well, the husky still lives. I'm a little impressed, to be honest. There was a lot of water in her when I took her apart. But she works.